What's up, guys? I know I've made a lot of videos about this workbench, but I've done a lot to it, and I think it deserves just one complete, concise video about all of its features. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. It's my design. It's based off of English joiners or Nicholson. The bench is built primarily out of southern yellow pine, but it has walnut, hickory accents, and I used beech on parts that needed more integrity. And some wenge for my daughter's station because she's extra. I shouldered the aprons to the legs so that everything is a flush surface for mounting. The holes are for holdfasts, so you can put them through there, put them in through these spots, in through the legs. They just kind of will help with the vise system and hold things to the top. I store the holdfasts down here along with my other accessories for the table. At the head of my bench, I have a little tool well for holding planes and other various little tools. I went for pop-up dogs. If you're going to take the time to do these pop-up dogs, because they're not easy, I recommend just doing them right and doing them square. I'm going to end up doing it because these frustrate me. Like, this one won't even come out. I have to pry it out, but I don't know. They're cool. I like them, but yeah, go square. I made this vise for my dog system. It works until I get the wagon vise made, but it's spring run so that it'll back up with everything. Pops out and just stores away down here with everything else. My head vise is the old school quick release. It's the cheapest quick release on the market, and it's a fantastic vise. See it? It'll go in and out, but when I turn it, then it locks the mechanism, and now see, it won't pull, but if I go left again, now it releases again, so it just makes quick operation. Here I have a little stash spot for some other bench dogs, and they go right here. I've got another one that goes in that hole, and it makes it so that this is all a clamping surface, see, because they rotate towards each other. I made vise blocks that mount in with dowels. That'll help with 3/4 stock. Now we can move up to bigger stock. Then it acts as a shelf for holding even bigger stock. I have various vise jigs. This one holds my saw vise for sharpening it. This holds small parts for planing. I made it when I made my joiner plane for gluing these up. This is my quick sharpen jig. It's got 400, 1000 and a strop. I put a little curved piece underneath the strop for doing gouges. Then I have my mini shooting board. It's for cleaning up end grain. I can't really demonstrate with a phone in my hand, but put the plane on its side like this, and it cleans up the end grain. Underneath I have a hanger for my drills, for my jigsaw. This is a little holder for my mini shooting board. This is my top mount vise for my extension. This is my quick sharpening station. In here I have all my layout tools. I have a tray for, I'm going to pull this out. Tray for one layer, and then the rest sit down there all organized so that I know if I'm not putting something away like I have a major tendency to do. I have tool organization going through here. It is also a planing stop. Pops up in 2 layers for different size stock. With this in, it doesn't move. Across from my bench, I have a secondary station with my tool wall, my tool cart with all my planes. There's my saw corral, all of my chisels, bits and random handhelds. So everything's within quick reach. There's all my braces and whatnot. Clamps right up here. So everything, it's a small station, but if it's well thought out, it works well for you. I have another station across from mine dead across for my daughter. That way she can be standing right there in line with me so that she can see what I'm doing as I teach her. On my daughter's side, we have a tool well, top mount vise, tool shelf, my version of a crochet or a bench hook. Well, that's the wrong way, but it hooks your work in. Just goes in line with this for more work holding. We also have a shelf right here and her half of the drawer. Underneath we got my compressor and all the power hookup. That's the bench in a nutshell. Before the this is the dovetailing box setup. It's clamped to the table. It's solid, not going anywhere. The reason I wanted to Moxon, first off, that's an 18-inch span from post to post, goes clear to the ground, uninhibited. And look at this. I can clamp some crazy weird shapes. Got the setup on top. I'll demonstrate the rundown. Step one would be to rough cut my dovetails. Next, I would move them here to clean them up with a chisel. Then I could slide them over to my piece, and with them cut out, I could transfer them to make my pins. There's the hardware for the top vise assembly. That's where I keep it when I don't want it on there. That just shows you the Moxon setup. I'm not a big fan of these, but we're rolling with them because it's installed. Anyways, this is setup number 2. I've removed the top vise, Moxon still on, and now I have a 7.5 foot span bench. It's on top of my workmate. I need to do a video about all the tops that I have for this at some point, but anyways, that's setup 2. Alright guys, I've got the drawer all trimmed out. I got all the ugly paint sanded off of everything. So this side is done, and I will take you over to my side. Once again, everything all trimmed out in walnut. A nice shelf, a really nice shelf for my sharpening station, but it was some scraps, so I just went with it. But I can be happy with this bench at this point, other than it's a mess because I've been working on it. Anyways, take care guys.